The Knights of Solamnia were traditionally male humans from the knightly families of Solamnia. In recent times, the order has been more liberal in their admissions, allowing anyone from a knightly family to join, and even some Solamnians of common origin that have proven themselves. Despite this, few women and non-humans have become members, and there's a resistance among the old guard, and candidates often have to work harder and perform greater deeds to be considered, even among the Knights of the Crown. And in the Order of the Rose, women are unheard of. Today's hero is going to change that. Hi everyone, and welcome to a justice-filled episode of
The Dungeon Crashers.
I'm Guy.
And I'm Sapil. Before we get started, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our exciting D&D content. It's been a while since we've posted a video. We have been working on a new setup for our videos, and we hope you like it, so let us know in the comments section below. Today, we will be finishing up the Dragonlance build with the Knight of the Rose. Knights of the Rose are known for their leadership, justice, and wisdom. Like the other knightly orders, we are taking the Knight of Solamnia background. It gives 2 skills, athletics and survival, and 2 languages of your choice. In addition, the Knights of Solamnia provide you free modest lodging and food of any of their fortresses or encampments. You also get the Swire of Solamnia feat, and it gives 2 abilities. The first is Mount Up. Mounting or dismounting only costs 5 feet of movement. The second is Precise Strike. Once per turn, when you make a weapon attack roll against a creature, you can cause the attack to have advantage. If the attack hits, you roll a d8 and add the number rolled as a bonus to the attack's damage roll. You can use this benefit a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, but a use is only expended if the attack hits. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. For the race, we are taking Variant Human. It gives 2 +1 ability score boosts, and you get 1 skill of your choice, and we went with Perception. You also get 1 feat, and we went with Heavy Armor Master. It gives +1 to Strength, and while you are wearing heavy armor, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage you take from non-magical attacks is reduced by 3. For ability scores, we are using the point buy system, and we put a 14 on Strength. We'll be using 1 point from the Variant Human, and we get 1 point from Heavy Armor Master to make it 16. We put a 10 on Dex. They will be wearing heavy armor, so Dex isn't needed. We put a 13 on Constitution, making it 14 with the second bonus point from Variant Human. We put a 10 on Intelligence, a 14 on Wisdom, and a 12 on Charisma. Our hero grew up in a minor knightly family. A few generations ago, one of our hero's ancestors fought bravely in the wars and became an anointed knight. Since then, the men of the family have joined the knights to honor that ancestor and fight for their country. Our hero is an only child and a woman. It was unheard of that a woman would join the Knights of Solamnia, but our hero was not about to let her family lineage down by being the only generation not to have a member of the family join the Knights. So she set out to prove all the dusty old men wrong and be the best knight in the land.
At first level, she takes first level Cleric. She gets 2 skills from the Cleric list, and she takes Insight and Religion. She's proficient with light and medium armor, shields, all simple weapons, and Wisdom and Charisma saves. At first level, clerics get their Divine Domain, and she took the War Domain. She gets proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armor. She uses the heaviest armor she can get, so chainmail to start with, but plate mail being the goal. For a weapon, any D8 one-handed weapon is fine. We like longsword or warhammer. She uses a shield and will carry a lance for mounted combat. She gets the War Priest ability. When she uses the attack action, she can make 1 weapon attack as a bonus action. She can use this feature a number of times equal to her Wisdom modifier with a minimum of 1. She regains all expended uses when she finishes a long rest. She also gets spellcasting. Clerics are prepared casters and can prepare a number of spells equal to their cleric level plus their Wisdom modifier, so 3 to start. She starts with 3 cantrips known and 2 first level spell slots. For her cantrips, she takes Guidance, Sacred Flame, and Word of Radiance. For her 3 prepared spells, she takes Bless, Guiding Bolt, and Healing Word. Last, from the War Domain, she gets the Domain spells, and they are prepared for free, and they don't count against the number of spells she can prepare a day. She gets the spells Divine Favor and Shield of Faith. At second level, she takes second level Cleric. She gets her Channel Divinity, and it has 2 options. From Cleric, she gets Turn Undead, and from War Domain, she gets Guided Strike. When she makes an attack roll, she can use her Channel Divinity to gain a +10 bonus to the roll. She makes this choice after she sees the roll, but before the DM says whether the attack hits or misses. For spells, she gets another spell she can prepare a day and another first level spell slot, and for the prepared spell, she takes Cure Wounds. At 3rd level, she takes 3rd level cleric. For War Domain, she gets 2 more domain spells, and they are magic weapon and spiritual weapon. She also gets another spell she can prepare a day, another 1st level spell slot, and 2 2nd level spell slots. For the prepared spell, she takes Hold Person. After many years of training and trying to prove to everyone that she's better than the boys, she knew she had to do something drastic. In the past few months, a band of bandits had taken up residence just outside her father's land and was causing trade to be disrupted with the neighboring cities. She took it upon herself to hunt down those bandits and put a stop to their evil deeds. It didn't take long to track down the bandits' hideout. They seemed to be overconfident with their numbers and didn't try to hide their location. She waited for the cover of night to make her move. One would think that trying to be stealthy in heavy armor would be almost unheard of, but the bandits were ill prepared for an attack. With most of the bandits either drunk or asleep, she quietly made her way around the camp until she found the leader. She made quick work of him trying to make it as quiet as possible, but one of the guards heard the noise and sounded the alarm. The ensuing fight was fierce. She had to use everything she had to defend herself against the bandits until their morale was broken and they started to flee. She took this opportunity to make her escape, knowing if the fighting lasted any longer it would lead to her death. When she returned the next morning, her father was shocked to see her covered in wounds. She explained her actions and was ready for any repercussions that would follow. Her father instead hugged her and was grateful that she had returned alive. The news of her heroism spread throughout the countryside, and before long a knight arrived at their door. He was from the Knight of the Rose, and after hearing about her heroism and her will to bring justice to criminals, he was here to offer her his recommendation to join the Knights of the Rose. She was overjoyed. She had finally made it into the Knights, and she could hold her head high.
At 4th level, she takes 4th level of Cleric, getting an ability score booster of feat, and she's going to take the Knight of the Rose feat. She can add +1 to either Constitution, Wisdom, or Charisma, and she would put it on Wisdom to make it 15. It also gives the ability Bolstering Rally. As a bonus action, she can encourage one creature she can see within 30 feet of herself, including herself. If the target can see or hear her, the target gains temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus her proficiency bonus plus her ability modifier of the ability score increased by this feat. She can use this bonus action a number of times equal to her proficiency bonus. She regains all expended uses when she finishes a long rest. For spells, she gets another 2nd level spell slot, another cantrip known, and she can prepare another spell that can be of 2nd level. For the cantrip known, she takes Light, since she is a human and doesn't have dark vision. For the prepared spell, she takes Lesser Restoration. Her training with the Knights has been long and hard. She knew she would need to be a better fighter for the upcoming battles, so at 5th level, she takes 1st level of Fighter. She gets a fighting style and she takes Dueling, giving her a +2 bonus to damage rolls when wielding a melee weapon in one hand. This will make her better at dispatching justice. She also gets Second Wind. She can use her bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus her fighter level. Once she uses this feature, she must finish a short or long rest before she can use it again. At 6th level, she takes 2nd level of Fighter, getting Action Surge. On her turn, she can take one additional action. Once she uses this feature, she must finish a short or long rest before she can use it again. At 7th level, she takes 3rd level of Fighter, she gets her martial art type, and she takes Banneret. This subclass is based on a Forgotten Realms Purple Dragon Knights and expanded to work for any setting. It gives her the ability Rallying Cry. When she uses her Second Wind feature, she can choose up to 3 creatures within 60 feet of her that are allied with her. Each one regains hit points equal to her fighter level, provided that the creature can see or hear her. At 8th level, she takes 4th level of Fighter, getting an ability score booster of feat, and she's going to take the Fey Touched feat. It gives +1 to either Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma, and she puts it on Wisdom, making it 16. She also learns the Misty Step spell and one 1st level spell from either Divination or Enchantment Schools of Magic, and she picks Silvery Barbs for a great reaction spell. She can cast each of these spells without expending a spell slot. Once she casts either of these spells in this way, she can't cast that spell in this way again until she finishes a long rest. She can also cast these spells using any spell slot she has of the appropriate level. The spellcasting ability is the ability increased by this feat for those spells. And also, since she increased her Wisdom to 16, she could prepare another Cleric spell of 2nd level, and she's going to take Zone of Truth to help bring justice to evildoers.
Her training over these last few years had been exhausting. She had to put in twice the effort that the other recruits, and was often looked over for promotions. But she would not let that deter her. She would train 3 times as hard if she needed to. She had hunted down most of the bandits in the kingdom, and she was growing quite the following of supporters among the common people. Unbeknownst to our hero, rumors of a great evil were rising that would change our hero's future for either the good or the bad. Only time will tell. At 9th level, she takes 5th level of fighter, getting extra attack, allowing her to attack twice instead of once when taking the attack action. And at 10th level, she takes 6th level of fighter, getting another ability score booster feat, and she's going to use it to boost her strength to 18. At 11th level, she takes 7th level of fighter, getting Royal Envoy. It gives her the persuasion skill, and her proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check she makes that uses persuasion. And at 12th level, she takes 8th level of fighter, getting yet another ability score booster, a feat, and she's going to use it to boost her constitution to 16. If anything, she's lacking in hit points, so this will help with that. At 13th level, she takes 9th level fighter, getting Indomitable. She can re-roll a saving throw that she fails. If she does, she must use the new roll, and she can't use this feature again until she finishes Long Rest. At 14th level, she takes 10th level fighter, and from Banneret she gets Inspiring Surge. When she uses her Action Surge feature, she can choose one creature within 60 feet of her that is allied with her. That creature can make one melee or ranged weapon attack with its reaction, provided that it can see or hear her.
Finally, her time had come. It had taken many years, but she was receiving a recognition she deserves. She is now among the elite Knights of the Rose, and she was being sent to confront the great evil the rumors were about. Takhisis had started a war with the kingdom, and she was to be sent to the front lines. The day that she was to leave, a messenger approached her saying a Kinder was here to see her and that he had a weapon of great power with him. When she met with him, he turned over one of the most famous Dragonlances. She thought she would never see one of these in her lifetime, and it would be a great honor to wield it in battle. Together they left to join the rest of the army to battle Takhisis. At 15th level, she takes 11th level of fighter. She gets improved extra attack. Now she can attack 3 times when making the attack action. Combined with Action Surge, she can now attack 6 times in one round. At 16th level, she takes 12th level of fighter, getting another ability score improvement or a feat, and she's going to use it to cap her strength at 20. At 17th level, she takes 5th level of cleric. Her Turn Undead feature on her Channel Divinity now destroys undead when an undead fails the saving throw if its CR is half or lower. For spells, she gets another spell she can prepare and 2 3rd-level spell slots. For the prepared spell, she takes Mass Healing Word. She also gets 2 more domain spells, and they are Crusader's Mantle and Spirit Guardians. At 18th level, she takes 6th level of cleric. She can now use her Channel Divinity 2 times between rests and gains another Channel Divinity option from the War Domain called War God's Blessing. When a creature within 30 feet of her makes an attack roll, she can use a reaction to grant a creature a +10 bonus to that roll. She can make this choice after she sees the roll, but before the DM says whether the attack hits or misses. For spells, she gets another spell she can prepare a day and another 3rd level spell slot. For the prepared spell, she takes Dispel Magic. At 19th level, she takes 7th level of Cleric. She gets 2 more War Domain spells, and they are Freedom of Movement and Stone Skin. She can also prepare another spell a day, and she gets 1 4th level spell slot. For the prepared spell, she takes Guardian of Faith. And finally, at 20th level, she takes 8th level of Cleric, getting her last ability score, booster, a feat, and she's going to use it to boost her Wisdom to 18 for better spell save DCs and better healing. Her Destroy Undead feature on her Channel Divinity now destroys undead of CR 1 or lower when they fail their save. And from War Domain, she gets Divine Strike. Once on each of her turns, when she hits a creature with a weapon attack, she can cause the attack to deal 1d8 damage of the same type dealt by the weapon to the target. For spells, she can prepare 2 more spells, 1 from leveling and 1 from her Wisdom boost, and she gets another 4th level spell slot. For the 2 prepared spells she takes from the 3rd level list, she takes Spirit Shroud, and from the 4th level list, she takes Banishment.
This character would be great in a large party. She can lead people into battle with her Rallying Cry and Guided Strike. She can inspire her troops with her Inspiring Surge and War God's Blessing. She can be a tank with her great armor class and hit points. Plus, she can do some good damage with Divine Strike, and also can be a healer if she needs to. This is an all-around good character, and we like her. If you think so too, let us know in the comment section below, along with any questions or build requests. Join us next time when we start doing our interpretation of the new material from Bigby's Glory of the Giants. And until then, cheers!